In a minute, I'll give you 3 people to choose from. But any initial thoughts about that?
I think surely this is some sort of sporting side. The only time I've ever seen this is when footballers walk into a restaurant and they've just won a thing and everyone goes crazy and nuts, and I could imagine that happening to... A game?
Yeah.
It's called a match, isn't it?
No, I call it a game.
A game? I mean, football is a game. I'm not going to disagree with you there.
I call it a game of kicks.
You call soccer ball a game of kicks?
Yes, a game of kicks.
Well, you're not a real fan.
How dare you?
But if one of those men, if one of the kicking men...
Kicks.
If a grown man who wears shorts for a living and does kicks walked into a restaurant, you'd get up and clap him, wouldn't you?
I doubt I'd recognise a man who played the game of kicks for a job. Also, we're dismissing the possibility that this is a slow hand clap of derision.
Yeah. Just that really...
Yeah.
I think I saw her on the tube. I saw someone really dressed down, no makeup, in a hoodie on the tube.
This is a hell of an anecdote.
And I think it was her. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really...
Yeah, it doesn't build.
You should have lied, Jim, in the second half of that story. And just said, oh, I saw her on the train, and she had a shit in the corner of the tube. She had an oyster card.
Was she reading Metro?
She was not reading
This
Metro.
story doesn't stand up, Jim.
Lady Gaga would definitely read Metro.
I think you're just trying to get attention. Say, I saw Lady Gaga. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Oh, sorry. It's not...
Positioner?
No, he said, to explain his visit, in Uganda, Your Majesty, it is very difficult to find a pair of size 14 shoes.
Did he think she was running Clark's?
I don't know. I suppose he was thinking, I'll pop in on my way to Clark's.
Do you think he was flirting? Because there's a thing with big feet and that being, you know, people thinking that you might have a large...
Why is this just being addressed to me? I have no idea.
You're sitting right next to me. Did he flirt with... Was he saying, I've got size 14?
I don't know.
Well, if I said to you...
I don't know, Jimmy. I wasn't there. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I'm going to try it now. If I said...
Why?
It's difficult to find...
I'm here to quiz about quotations, not to go through this psychodrama with you.
Is it...
You're so close to me. Weird. Why? What are you hoping will come of this? Nothing's going to come of this, Jimmy. Can you see how far back I'm leaning? This is as far back as I can lean. I don't like this moment. I don't like anything about it. No, stop the moment. Why can't this stop? Can this not stop?
I think I should stop.
Yes.
Yes, the full quote was, all I need to make a comedy is...
Timing.
Yes, the full quote was, all I need to make a comedy...
Repetition.
You begin to make me look like a moron. Yes, the full quote was, all I need to make a comedy is a park, a policeman and a pretty girl. Also, all that's needed to end a promising career as a politician.
How good is your voice? Why is my voice so nasal and weird? Your voice is amazing.
It's because I think it's the theatre. I love the theatre, so...
Yeah, I'll try and think of that.
But also, I've had lots of training. I have had training.
How dare you?
Where is your training? Did you train to be a comedian?
No, I didn't train.
Oh.
In anything. I literally have no skills.
Now, I
have nothing.
I don't have any skills either. I have no skills that humans actually need.
I can paint and decorate.
You can paint and decorate. You're a plasterer.
You're a painter and decorator.
And painter. And what I can do is I can sit behind an inexplicably shiny desk and poorly read things. You know, in a survival situation, these really skills are not needed.
I'm not even trusted to read things out.
No, exactly. They'll eat you before they'll eat me.
It happened once, and we thought there were paparazzi around, so we had to go into the bushes.
I think it's a classic piece of misdirection. You want us all to think it's something rude, and they were having oral sex to cure his throat cancer. But it's probably bird watching or something.
I'm very happy to go down the oral sex road. Sorry, that's not... I was...
I mean, you can imagine him, though. He'd probably get halfway down her and go, where am I going? What?
But if he's halfway down, isn't he in the right place?
Well, I start at the tits.
I'm just trying to think of the scale of it.
I don't suck my wife's head, if you put it that way.
He necessarily just always gets his cock out, or do you think they play the cock and ball game?
What's the cock and ball game?
Well, you expose a little bit, and your opponent has to guess, is that cock or ball?
This is a game?
You've never played cock or ball. We'll play now. Right, I'll get out a bit, and you've got to tell me whether it's cock or ball.
Okay, sure.
Is that...
That's a vagina.
If I met my 16-year-old self now, I'd probably think he was a bit of a twat.
So was it Micky, Charlie, David, me, or Piers Morgan?
I think it's David.
I think that might be in your biography. I think you might have said that in a kind of self-deprecating kind of I used to play a lot of board games.
And you think I would now disrespect a teenage player of board games
maybe not.
rather than envy him, his glamorous lifestyle?
No, you were in a band, weren't you, Charlie?
I was, yes.
So you were in bands when you were 16?
No. I was a bit of a twat, though.
You just said.
As watertight as that is, I do think it's David.
Well, the answer is Charlie Higson.
Was that not a clue?
When
he said he was a twat when he was 16, was that not a clue? Should we have not gone with that? He said it. He said it, and we both heard. And I said, well, we should go for him. And then you said...
You look so like Roger Federer. To me, all I'm thinking is, why am I playing tennis?
It feels like we've had a real breakdown in communications.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. And a quick look at the scores tells me this week's winners are Richard and Jimmy.